Well, hello, everyone. Welcome
Hello.
to episode 3 of Open Hearts, our after show where our cast can come out of their characters, take a moment, discuss the moments in our recent broadcast, and be able to talk about their thoughts, talk about their feelings, and everything that went on. So, Jen.
Hello.
We have a very special guest, our guest star, Shanae, who played Jen Valentine. Welcome to our little show.
This was great. I have been asking Winter to be able to be Jen since episode 1.
Seriously. And then I put
every
up
week after every episode, I was like, putting my name in again.
Yep. And then as soon as I put up the call for a guest star to play Jen, Shanae was right on top of it.
Hello, 'tis I. The reason that I wanted this so bad, because Cal knows this, Joe obviously knows this, Winter was informed, but the three of you do not know. Joe is one of my closest friends in real life, and I am her DM. So,
she's my god.
When I approached Winter, I went, I know every little thing that will set her off. I will break her for you.
Oh my god!
And Joe lives for it. She loves this shit, so it's fine.
I asked for it. I was like, yes, drag me.
I'm a masochist.
Don't worry, Ross. There's a queue forming.
Apparently, it's fine. I have a queue of my own.
You're fine.
Yeah, I saw a lot of reactions during the dinner scene between Jen and Rosalind. What are some of the voyeurs' thoughts on that?
Oh my god!
Wow.
Speechless. I can't formulate brain thoughts right now. I'm still aghast for words. I just want to give so many kudos to both JoJo and Cheyenne, because that was Shanae. My apologies, Shanae, because that was just a wonderful scene from start to finish. Dear God, you pulled off some shit that I cannot.
I think my primary reaction was just at one point, I swear to God, I saw Alice's eyes roll back so far. I think she saw Skull.
It was kind of involuntary.
That's what happens when your girlfriend goes on a date.
Yeah, no, but it was incredible too.
It was the call out to ask if I felt her shoulder move for me.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I just genuinely wanted to go after Jen Valentine instead of Rosalind. Like,
you would have a very different talk, darling.
Should have done it. It's fine.
Now, Alice, you did insert a text in there, amp up the drama a little bit. Being a audience member in that moment, and Alice wasn't privy to what was going on. How hard is it to separate the two? And how do you think that you can let it play into Alice's interactions with Rosalind going forward?
I think realizing I was quite in character and just getting incredibly jealous and just like, oh my god, the entire time. And so just letting that play into the next time Rosalind and Alice have an interaction, with the fact that Alice would be jealous. She doesn't know exactly what happened or what was said or any of the feelings that might have come up with Rosalind, but she'd definitely be jealous. Her girlfriend's going on a date with another person that her father has deemed worthy and has clearly deemed her not worthy. So I think channeling just the jealousy and just the I don't even know, I have a word to explain it, into their next interaction, just kind of at least underneath of Alice doesn't like this, and it's probably going to keep happening, and Alice doesn't like it, and it's probably going to cause problems.
That is the name of the game, almost. Rosalind, you put up a stunning defense of Shanae said it at some, or Jen said it at some point. Not acceptance, but
Agreeability.
Agreeability. Thank you.
agreeable.
Yeah. You put up this fence of being agreeable to what? Deflect to.
It's better. It's better to go through something like that, not suffering the entire time, because someone is yelling at you or someone's telling you what to do the entire time and you were just like, oh my God, I hate every moment of this. It's better to at least just accept what's happening and roll with it instead of cause yourself more pain in the long run.
Sure. Did Rosalind enjoy any of that evening?
God, no.
So we're lying now.
Okay.
So we're lying now.
The food, yes. The food was amazing. But, and the atmosphere of everything was beautiful. The only thing, the part that she enjoyed outside of that was the idea of, like I mentioned in the episode, there's a moment where she was like, I could have more. And that was kind of almost like a warning to her. That that's the things that she has been trying to, well, she doesn't really know she's trying to keep them inside, but her subconscious does. She's trying to keep them inside and they're starting to bubble to the surface. And that's not good.
Sure. For my own edification, Shanae, what was your thought process with Jen? Because I know I gave you some parameters.
Yeah. I came in with so many questions because I was so excited.
You did.
Minx being opening weekend, that was my question. Where they would have went to college and like doing research around that area. Which
was fantastic. I love that you brought in those real areas and just planted Crescent Fall cities into like modern real world.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, I went into Jen really excited because when you explain the business side of things, I competed in Future Business Leaders of America, Phi Beta Lambda, for 5 years of my life.
Wow.
I'm a nationally ranked public speaker. I know a lot about business management, analysis, and decision-making was kind of my shit. So, like, coming into this was just kind of putting on an old pair of pants. And I get to piss off one of my best friends. So this was just bonus points. The first thing that I went in with that I told you going into this was I wanted to point out, oh, you're on time, therefore you're late. And really setting the tone and slowly kind of growing more and more and more possessive. Like Jen already knows that they have Roz. And so like the subtle things of like, that's okay, we'll iron that out over time. Or like ordering for Roz. And just kind of maintaining full control over the situation.
Mm-hmm.
I really liked that idea. My question for you before I elaborate any further, are you planning on Jen returning? Because I will not say what I'm about to say if you plan on Jen returning.
Ooh. I think there is a definite possibility.
Okay. What I will say Joe, you are lucky you didn't put Jen in a position that that they could put a condition on you.
Why I fought so
it would have
hard.
changed everything.
Now I am very curious as to what the condition is.
Hang on, Winter.
Was or could be. So
hang on, Winter. I'm gonna just send it to you.
Ooh,
Winter.
I like it. I love it.
That's what it would have been. And it would have changed a lot.
Oh, yes.
How Alice approached Roz.
Yeah.
Winter.
But
okay.
I don't know. I was really excited about the character. I didn't know how they were going to kind of fully come up.
Mm-hmm.
I knew I was just like, I know how to activate by Panic Joe, and I know it's with a bold lip and a good lash application, so we're going. And the Christian Grey thing was actually unintentional. It just kind of turned into that. But hey, it's fine. We own it.
It was that. Very much
You want to explain the Christian Grey thing?
That would be the peanut gallery that wouldn't shut up in the chat during the scene.
I didn't read any of it. I was so all I saw was Mr. Grey, and I was like, "What? Am I Anastasia? Are we going this way? Is that what this is?"
That's
Only
what
if
it
you
ends
want,
up
kitten.
being.
They
Oh.
ordered your food. They ordered your food. They ordered your drink. They said we'll iron that out later.
That's fair. But like in my head, like it wasn't this isn't something that is new to Rosalind. She's had people do this for her before, and she's just like, okay. So she's just going through the motions of, yep, I'm gonna let you do whatever you want, and at the end of the night, I'm just gonna get in my car and drive home. Nothing else is gonna happen.
I will say I'm glad of the social obligations that I put around the tables.
Mhm.
Because that was something I did not talk to Winter about. That was an on-the-fly decision.
Yeah, and I gave you kind of carte blanche to, whatever you said was canon. Because as I explained to Shanae, that the MC does not roll any dice. Essentially, whatever I say ends up canon, unless one of the players rolls dice and it changes the effects. So yes, that was an interesting little tidbit that honestly I'm okay giving Rosalind some conditions off of that, because conditions are essentially public perception of the team. So a condition from that, and then I sold Val a little short, as Val gets to put a condition on Rosalind as well for the success in the shut someone down.
Why y'all gotta hate me so much, huh?
Is the DM
good enough.
putting the condition on Rosalind from the dinner, or would that be coming from me?
If you've got a good one, I
It's
don't
almost
know.
like I already sent it to you.
Yeah.
Give me a second. Let Val go first.
I'm
I'll get
scared.
you. Good. Should be good.
If I'm putting a condition, that condition is definitely gonna be not good enough.
Oh my god.
Would you say
And-
worthless is gonna be a better word for that, to sum it up?
Do it.
Yes.
Okay.
And with that being said, I have a string on Alice because of the whole birthday incident. So I would also pull that and give Alice the condition of precious.
Oh my god.
Aw, that's adorable.
Well, it's already turning out that way, because for as much as Robin wants to fuck over Rosalind, hearing about what's going on with Alice, like, Robin's already just like, okay, call the boys. We're going to go and fuck some shit up. We're going to use the fact that we have a gang to do good, Reese. Lose your power for good.
All
Local
right.
stressed werewolf.
When you're ready. I'm ready.
Local stress werewolf, tugged along by Faye.
So I'm your attack dog, huh?
Oh man, you got upgraded and degraded at the same time.
Right?
That's
Yeah,
the way to
sure.
go.
Let's
Yeah.
let's do it. You know what? Bold choices. That's what this game's about.
All right. Do you want me to share mine?
I think
Yes.
Let me type this one in real
Wonderful.
fast.
That's good. Take your time, kitten. I want your full attention.
Before you do, Shanae, I think it would be more interesting if Rosin doesn't know until next week, where that piece of information gets dropped near the beginning of the session.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah.
here's the thing. I know Joe like the back of my hand. Joe always loves an acting ask,
I do.
Oh,
and she will never let prior knowledge affect the story.
Absolutely.
I've DM'd for Joe for close to 2 years now. I know her alarmingly well.
I respect the story too much, man. It's true.
All right. You know what? Why not? Let's go ahead and announce on Open Hearts episode 3. What is the condition that Jen is laying on Rosalind?
So Jen took great control to make sure that every element of that date went in Jen's favor. Jen chose the restaurant that they invested in personally. Jen picked a table surrounded by every important person that your family knows. Roz, Jen also took the time to speak a little bit louder whenever they spoke about the future. So your condition is spoken for. I did, in fact, choose the menu, the venue, and the seating. And you know what? On top of that,
No one else was
not
in the room
every-
where it happened.
Oh, yes, but not every issue can be settled on committee.
I still think we should have put the capital in Florida. Okay.
Oh, we're putting in some Hamilton references. Awesome.
Blame
Would
Robin.
that
Robin started
Would it have
it.
been? Would it have been photographed? Would you guys have been photographed coming out?
It was the opening night. Of course we would have.
oh my god.
Of course you would have.
Of course we would
And
have.
Jen walked you to your fucking car.
Yep.
Kissed your hand.
That's gonna be on the news.
Yeah.
Have fun, Alice.
At least it'll get Alice's mom off her back.
Yes, I'd say that helps,
Yeah.
but also hurts so much.
Bittersweet.
It's so interesting.
Okay. I'll get another condition eventually.
So currently, let's just go over this real fast, shall we? I'm
Sure.
a villain.
Yep.
I am worthless. And I am spoken for.
Oh, no. That's horrible.
Oh,
Well, you're never going to be president now.
It's
It's one less thing to worry about, darling.
Hey, at least I was honest with my money.
Mm.
I can't. This is.
Are my answers to your satisfaction?
My God.
oh boy. All right.
The rapid descent of the queen is coming. Meanwhile, the accidental rise of power of Reese. Stop.
He's like,
Well-
what?
Let's turn our attention then to Robin and Reese, your interactions in the library, especially with as they concerned Alice. Yeah, let's discuss what happened there.
Oh my gosh, where to even begin? Well, yeah, let's start off with my motivation to immediately. The first thing I do was to hit up Reese and then set up that connection and interaction for the session. I knew very much that that would be where Robin's attention would like immediately go, because it's due in large part to her meddling that Reese now has the position of kind of becoming the leader of Ursa Major. And
Mhm.
that is a very tasty little string that Robin intends to pull for all that it's worth. It's also kind of set up that Robin views Rosalind as a sort of worthy rival, as she's the only one in like Crescent Falls same for like Jen now, but has not met Jen, that seems to know the true like power, the magic inherent in the relationships that you can like forge and be able to like use that. And so they're just like, oh yeah, nah, you're over here walking around like you're a like Fey nobility. You're not even a Fey. Nah, fuck that. I'm taking your throne and everything that you have. Yeah.
I would like to see you try.
I mean, I'm already doing that, so like...
Unwittingly caught in the game of Fey and Thrones. And just trying to protect the sweet girl has done nothing wrong.
Sort of bones and roses.
Of Ice and Fae.
And who's doing a terrible job of it. And the poor guy is doing a terrible job of it and also doesn't know his own strength. And so at this point, it's like, just what should be, just a nudge with your foot, probably breaks your toes.
Ow. Like, I was like, oh my god, you broke her foot. It's like, she deserved it. Don't worry about it. Moving on.
And Alice is like, no, I deal with these things a lot. It's not okay.
Reese internally, oh my god!
Like, don't do that. Though it was really interesting to see Reese and Alice interact in a conversation for the first time, because that hasn't happened yet, and just Reese clearly super protective over her, and Alice just like, dude, we don't know each other.
I have not met you. We have never exchanged words.
This is the first time we've ever talked. What the hell is happening? Like, why do you care so much about me?
Meanwhile, if Rosalind was there, she would have been like, I fucking know. See him everywhere.
What?
Yeah, I think might have been stalking you for like a while.
I'm gonna defend Reese in that instance of their. I would like to set the record straight on the difference between coincidentally being at the library in adjacent times and whatever the fuck Val has going on.
That's accurate. That's accurate.
Like a live
stalking.
Wait, Alice has two people that are essentially watching her every move. She has Val stalking her, and then has Reese doing whatever the hell Reese is doing.
Nice watch.
Yeah, how do you think I met Reese?
Could be 3 in the future. You don't know.
Me in the corner of the library. Val suddenly also in the corner of the library.
You know what? They're meeting over the stalking water cooler.
So,
have you followed her to her house yet? What do you mean you followed her to her house?
It's a lovely place, really.
Nah, just me? Okay.
Have you scaled the wall yet? You've scaled the wall?
4 times, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, let's do some candy.
I will say.
She lives on like the 5th floor, but it's fine. She lives on the 5th floor?
I could have been
fine. Her car was ground level. Her car was ground level, so that's fine.
Yeah. Cars. But yeah, I will say that Reese showing just how much they like cared and held Alice as precious really helped Robin figure out, so this is how I make sure that I just continue to have Reese under my thumb. Cool. Well, like, I'm pissed off that her parents would dare to disgrace the magic that existed inherently in that blood relationship and use it for ill. And you already feel extremely protective. Let's go fuck some shit up. Let me just, like, goad you. Let me be your Emperor Palpatine.
Do it.
Do it.
Kill him.
I'm just realizing a bunch of chaotic monsters.
You naughty wackus bunkus.
Like hormonal wacky teens, like monstrous teens are all trying to do good, and this is about to go to hell so quick.
Oh yeah.
Who says we're trying to be good?
Yeah.
We have one person. We have several people trying to save people for no reason.
Oh, I have something that I totally forgot about until just now. The shit with Rosalind and like not remembering whatever conversation she had with her sister, and also is Rosalind not in her darkest self anymore?
Oh yeah.
Then?
I guess I should. What should I say, Winter? What should we tell them?
I will allow you to decide how much information you want to divulge. I mean, granted, I can link our first episode of our extra content that we developed like literally yesterday. It is it was initially called Hard on a Sleeve, but I love Shadane's suggestion that we call it
Graffitied Hearts, Skipped Beats.
Skipped Beats. I love that so hard.
Really
Or actually, I think we should flip it. Skipping Beats.
Ooh. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we had this extra little bit of content that we recorded just yesterday, and we posted it up for our Patreons, our patrons on Patreon for a reward. And it is something that I can link them. So if we want to divulge the whole thing, that's fine. Otherwise, I'll keep it to ourselves.
I will say this. The reason that Grace is afraid of her sister, and the reason that she had a splitting headache the next morning was not because she drank.
Because she didn't.
Yeah.
She didn't take a
that.
drop. Even when she got home, she didn't take a drop of anything. She took it out on Grace. Every bit of it. So she woke up totally normal.
Because that's how you drop the condition. That
Yep.
not condition, that's how you drop that state.
I had to harm someone who is innocent.
Mm-hmm.
And I have no memory of it.
And Gracie referenced that this has happened before.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is gonna get so interesting.
Don't
You
like
don't
those
even
little-
know.
Oh, yeah. It's
As Alice abusive relationship for another. Let's find out.
It's
Yeah.
complicated.
It's yeah.
I like how
as-
the least complicated part of Alice's life right now is the ghoul leaving random gifts 5 stories up and the werewolf she's never talked to.
I, for one, cannot wait to see the possibility of like how Alice is going to react to the idea of Roz upgrading.
Yeah.
Mm,
I'm
yeah.
very interested in that too.
That's public
I
opinion is
can't
gonna say
handle
that,
Robin. I can't handle Shadane.
I'm very
That was
excited.
another thing we were making jokes of in the chat, where it's like this restaurant doesn't have prices on the menu. Meanwhile, like Alice and Reese are like, "Oh boy, I hope I can afford milk this week."
Yeah.
It was like counting quarters, like, eh.
All right.
It's
And-
fancy
Surge
to
into
get
my
bread
Pepsi.
ramen.
Yeah.
In our last couple minutes, I did want to turn back to Val for and get some thoughts, reactions to that last little bit that Val left us with, and left Rosalind simmering in the car. So, thoughts, feelings on that ending there.
Val very much sees himself as the monster. And being that Val has the only thing they could do to make all of this make sense is turn this into some kind of story. And in the story, the heroine needs to be with someone who is willing to protect them. Rosalind betrayed that role. Rosalind did not do their job. They did not play their role, so they must be a fake. They must be the villain. They're just another monster. And while Val understands like the need for monsters to be monsters, Val also sees Alice as someone who deserves something real.
It
That
surprised
is
me
really
that
touching.
Val cares so much about Alice, even still, and I'm really excited to explore the horror of how Val has essentially been messing with Alice, but this deep care that Val has for Alice, and Alice would absolutely still have for Val. They were best friends, and Alice watched her die, or them die. So obviously, it's gonna. That was really. I was taken aback by that when it happened. That Val cares a lot about Alice, and that's gonna be really interesting.
It absolutely is. And I too am really excited to see where all of this goes. The stuff with the Ursa Majors, whether or not Reese is going to step up and take command. If not, then where's the power vacuum going? What Robin's schemes are. The relationship between Alice and Rosalind, how is that going to bend or break, and how Val is going to continue to be an agent of chaos and fuck everyone else's shit up. But we will find out next week at same time. So that's 4:30 Central, 5:30 Eastern. Not Pacific, Eastern. We will see you on the same Heroes channel, and we will see you next week. Thank you, everybody, and have a good night.